Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. We are back. We got new polls extending Trump's lead. Currently, in national polls, Trump is barely leading with 0.3% of the popular vote. But the good news is we have swing state polls and they're going in Trump's favor. We're going to take a look at the state of Pennsylvania first. And it shows that Joe Biden is slowly losing some ground in Pennsylvania as we predicted. You'll see Biden went up to from 46.5 to 46.7, barely a point, as Trump went from 46.0 to 46.3. So you'll see we have the two candidates ascending back up to the ground up here. So taking a look at the current polls, we have a poll coming from Bloomberg MRN Council showing Donald Trump defeating Joe Biden by 1 point. This is a very good poll, 1 point defeating Biden by 1. And what we're going to take a look here is basically replicating a possible Biden 0.4 win. We have done one, I believe, in the past. I don't know. I think we know, yes, we have in the last week. And it's going to look the same, honestly. And this, we're just going to go ahead and say it's going to look the same map. It's always, we kind of have it always looked like. We have Northampton and Erie counties being the main swing counties in the said election. And we are calling those counties for Trump. Basically, we know those counties barely went for Biden in 2020. It's a most likely chance that those counties will probably go for Trump this year. So we're kind of crossing our fingers here. Hoping that is the case. But otherwise, it's probably going to look like 2016, but a very, very, very close election, as you should see here. Yes, this is what I think personally it's probably going to look like, but we will see. Trump 56, Biden 11 in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Let's go ahead down to North Carolina, where we will be taking a look at the polls there. We've seen a new poll going for Donald Trump, extending the lead. We have a Bloomberg Morning Council. These are the polls coming from. You'll see Trump leading by 10, extending Trump's lead by 4.8. We are hoping that possibly we can get this to 9 so we can declare North Carolina's red. And honestly, we can't let the polls distract us. We can't let the polls, as you know, keep us distracted. We need to kind of have faith in the system. So let's go ahead and predict a 4.8% victory. So let's go ahead. I want to pull up some North Carolina judicial elections because I use these elections to kind of help us see how Republicans did in 2022 and how we can apply that to 2024. You'll see we have a 5-point win in the seat 3, Richard Dietz versus Lucy Inman. They're suggesting, it could look like this. But honestly, this is a 4.8, and honestly, it is possible that another county could be flipping, but we'll see. This is a 5-pointer. Looking at it, this is a big one for Republicans. A 9-pointer, what it looks like. Example of Republicans ruling the roast over there. 52.9 to 47, 53%er. Yeah. So I do think it's probably going to be close. First off, I think the Black Belt, these counties in the Black Belt are probably going, it's safe to say they're going for Biden. So we're going to go ahead and call these counties for Biden. We'll call these counties here. And we can also pull up the Senate election because I think the Senate election will also help us understand the other polls from there. So let's pull that up. Senate election 2022 United States Senate elections. Yes. It was close. Let's see. That's an interesting one. It could have been a 4%er minus 47.3. Yeah, it's a 3-pointer. So 3.27%. That's the margin when it comes. Yeah, 3.2, you could say. But yeah, you could say that was mainly the case. A lot of people say, oh, it was because of New Hanover County, which has Wilmington, big city. It barely went for Beasley. And that's the case. I wouldn't think that New Hanover would go blue. I don't know. It really depends. And what about this county these counties right here? Let's see, North Carolina counties. There is Bertie County. That county is a swing county. It's a population of 17,000 people. Not that influential. Bertie. Washington County. $11,000. We could call this for Biden. I do think with that going for Biden, it could look a little competitive. But this is what I'm thinking. This is a very different election map. I don't think Wikipedia has such a map. But this is what I think it's probably going to look like. I don't know about Bertie County. Maybe we can check that out a little bit. Go back to the judicial elections, see if Bertie County did go blue. Because, yeah, I do think Bertie County is a Democrat county overall, despite it being more moderate. Yeah, it doesn't even have much people. You'll see Bertie County did go for Democrats in some elections. So we'll go ahead and call Bertie County for the Democrats. But overall, I think this is what a 2024 4.8% would look like. It really depends on the people in the red if they go out and vote. So that's my take. Yeah, overall, that's what I'm thinking. So, yeah, we're going to move on to the state of Georgia, where Trump is just at 4 point, and you'll see, yeah, 49.7. We're hoping we can hit 50%. Yeah, we went down a little bit. That was because of the Biden surge. That wasn't. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at a 4-point victory. And of course, a 4-pointer is going to look kind of interesting. Obviously, I'm going to go and call the Metro of Atlanta for Biden. We're going to go ahead and get that over with. But I want to go ahead and really focus on sort of the 2022 Georgia state elections. And what's going to really complicate things in this prediction is the black belt, both in the West and in the East. And so, mainly because the black belt is pretty unpopulated, excuse me. So, yes, you'll see like in the 2022 state House of Representative elections, yeah, you'll see this looks like a 4-point victory, but a little bit more votes. This is kind of what it would look like overall. The idea, though, is that not much African Americans are going to vote, and that's what the polls are suggesting. Trump's at 4-point because this seems to be polls that African Americans are taking. So that really is going to test things out in the bunch. So let's go ahead and take, yes, it's people say, oh, it'll look like the Senate election. Well, I don't know necessarily. It could. It really could. It could look like this, but that's a 53.4 to 45. That's a this is like a 6-point victory for not a 6.7, 9 point a pointer here. Yeah, this is more than a. So it really depends on black voters. So we're going to go ahead and call Washington. Once these Washington and this county over here, it's mainly these counties, I think, that are probably going to vote for Trump. They're going to be flipped by Trump. Why? Because I think these two counties voted in 2022 for Republicans by a lot, even in the House of Representative elections. And I necessarily don't like to count the House of Representative elections because they're divided into separate races, but we need at-large races, broad races. That's the races I tend to like to count. I like the House of Representative races, but they're divided into districts and separate races across the state. It's just a little wonky, and we want to kind of make sure it gets accurate as possible. These are the first results. Yeah, you'll see this county right here is also conservative. That's also a African American county. So that's also interesting. This is a county that we're hoping we can flip. That's another one. I don't know about this county. House of Representatives voted red in the House of Representatives. It's also voted red in the state's superintendent schools election. Yeah, it's a kind of wishy-washy. But I can tell you that we can call this race this county for Trump for sure. We can call this county, these counties over here, also this county here, for Biden. Augusta, Richmond County will go for Biden. It's just this county right here that we're going to have a lot of trouble. Yes, this county voted for Warnock. It also voted for Abrams. It voted for, yeah, overall, I do think, even though it may have voted Republican by a little bit, I do think in the end will probably go for Biden, simply because it did vote in Democrat 2 major races. That's a fact that I can't simply ignore. But we're gonna go ahead and take a look at This is like the gubernatorial races and the Senate elections, comparing that and sort of the deal. All right, we're going to go ahead and call these races for Biden, Macon. We have Clark County. Whoops. Yes, we can go ahead. This is what I probably think the black belt is going to end up looking like at the end of the day. Simply because, yeah, there's this county. This county also voted Republican in some of the Georgia races. But I'm going to tell you, in the end of the day, that county did vote for Abrams. It did vote for Warnock. And that's a fact that I simply cannot ignore. So, once again, we're going to call that for Biden. This is what I think it's probably going to look like. Yeah, I think it's possibly going to look like this. We'll go ahead and call northern Georgia counties for Trump. And the southeastern counties here are going for Trump also. But yes, here is our county map. We got 3 states down. 4 more to go. We are going to the state of Michigan. This is also a hard state. A state that it's difficult. It says we got a poll, and it looks like Biden gained a poll in Michigan. Good news for him. Biden wins Michigan by 2. So that drops Trump down to 3 point. But that's not as bad as Pennsylvania, as we might say. And if it gets to Pennsylvania, then we should probably worry here. But overall, I'm really hoping that the industrial workers, along with the Free Palestine vote, will kind of stay out of it. Also, we would love to carry the industrial worker vote, but who knows? They could go for RFK. In the end of the day, we can go and take a look at a couple races. A little review. Trump won Michigan by, I want to believe he won Michigan by 1 point. Is that correct? It was less than a point. Yes, less than a point. It looked like this. And seeing how Trump's lead is going, we're going to go ahead and call, I'm blundering it, Michigan counties. I want to know what that county is. I normally, yes, Muskegon or Muskegon. I'm going to call it Muskegon. Muskegon. All right, we could call it Muskegon. I thought I heard someone say Muskegon, but we can call it Muskegon. But yes, along with Kent counties, that county that starts with a L, you're also going there too. We can call Wayne, Washtenaw, I want to believe. This county right over here, they're going for Biden. But mainly our results and our intentions really going to be looking at the election over here. Saginaw. That's right here. We're going to have that flip for sure. That is a county that Trump almost won by a point. That's a county he did carry in 2016. Muskegon, Lalenu, we call that Kent, Genesee. That's the hard one. That's the hard one, guys. I don't mind Genesee County. It's just so hard. We are also calling this county too. we will overall call. Yeah, this is what it would probably look like. And I have made my final decision. I hope I'm not going to regret it. But Genesi's going for Biden, mainly because let's take a look at the county history. Yeah, it's Democrat by most part. 1988, it has a long voting history for Democrats, especially in the 90s, early 2000s. It resisted Bush by over 60%, voted 65% for Obama, 63% 2012, 2016. And then, of course, the margins drop him a little bit. But I think overall, this county's probably going to go for Biden by just a little bit. But yes, that's in my opinion. Of course, there's this county too. It's mainly, whoops. Now these are the flips. Oh, wait, it's this county too. This county is also for Biden. I almost got the liberals angry. Yeah, excuse me. But yes, 3 flips. Oh, actually, no, this county, this one too. This is a county won in 2016. This was a county won in 2016. This was a county that won in 2016. So really, yeah, I think we're going to go with the decision. I'm ultimately pondering, should we flip Genesi? I don't know. I don't think we should. I think overall this is a Trump 3-point win. It's good enough. We kind of underestimate the population in Michigan over here, all around. So let's take a look at the state of Wisconsin. I think we gained in Wisconsin. Yes, we went to 2 points for Trump. That's great. We're hoping that we can get it up to 4 points. But yes, we got 4-point win according to Bloomberg. But yes, we're going to go ahead and predict a 2-pointer Trump win. I think overall this might be a different prediction. We had Sauk County and its neighbors go for Trump. But let's take a look at the 2016 results in Wisconsin. Yeah, it is more, it's less. This is a Trump sort of win. But overall, we could say this is what it's going to look like. Well, yeah, let's take a look at the 2020 results and see what a 2-point win would look like. Okay, this is Door County, obviously, is flipping. Door County is going to Trump. We had that go for Trump in other predictions. 1.70%. Well, we can call Sauk County for Trump. Portage County, 2.78 of a margin for Biden. We could say in the end that county's flipping. Greene County, 3.18. We can say, yeah, that county is also flipping. So, yeah, I think it's probably going to look like, it's probably going to look like this. This is probably what I'm thinking a 2-point victory for Trump will look like in the state of Wisconsin. Portage County, congratulations to Portage. The county of Portage has always voted Democrat since 1960. 61.96% for Kennedy. And it's just been recently where this is probably the closest result in years. And 2024 is the opportunity where we can get Portage County, because Portage County does have Stevens Point. That is 25,000 people. That is a county. 70,000 people overall. Yeah, Portage County is a crucial county to carry, but yeah, I think we can make that county history and flip it. Avoid it from reaching 2060. I don't think it will. It's just leaning too Republican lately, swinging Republican. But yeah, this is a Trump 2-point victory. I hope I am not wrong, but that's what I'm kind of thinking. But yes, we got the hard part over with. Let's go ahead and take a look at Arizona. Now, Arizona, the Sunshine State, or you might want to debate that with Florida, but we're going to go ahead and call these. So, Arizona, 5 points. That's great. Boom. A 7-point lead. According to Bloomberg, we can successfully say that it's going to look like this. Maricopa is going to be for Trump for sure if the Bloomberg poll is right. But we have a 5-pointer that is certain this is what it's probably going to look like in the end of the day. We can all agree. Nevada, our last state, 4.8. That's also a relatively and guess what? As always, the frustrating part is what's it called? Washoe County is always going to be the disputed one, the one that will be asking, okay, where will it be voting? Let's take a look at 2022 results. 2022 results, you'll see Cortez Masto won that county by a little bit. Yeah. You'll see we carried that county. That's not even was that a 1 point? Attorney General. Oh yeah, this is a big one for Democrats, but they flipped Carson City. Yeah, we know. Okay. I'm really interested in the governor's race, though. Yeah, Lombardo, 48.81. So I'm thinking, guys. Okay, this is a one I'm interested in. 49.45. So minus 45.70. No, it's 41. Never mind. Type that in. That's a 3-pointer. And that we had Washoe County go for Stavros Anthony. So we can call Washoe County for Trump. And that is our updated polls. Thanks to Bloomberg once again. 79 counties going to Biden according to the swing states. 434 counties going for Trump. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, see you all in the next political episode.